Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play the 7th Saga. I'm your host, Gamadarius, and last we left off, I have done a little bit of an excessive grind, if we're going to be honest. I did actually double-check the weapon and armor shop, and they did have some better weapons and armor. So, that might have helped a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how much. We have exactly 2 new spells. One is MP Catcher, which will allow me to steal MP, much like the Chimeras have been doing. And Heal 3, which acts as a full heal for HP, which is neat. You know, in case I get desperate. Before I continue on to the town of Rebelesque, I want to buy... Guess we're gonna buy some B powers and B protects first, and then just a buttload of anything and everything else that we can. Mostly because that is a lot of money, and though Valsu doesn't have much use for money, being not that great when it comes to equipment, it is nice to just be able to have a bunch of items in stock, so... And at the least, I'll be able to get and save... let's only get topazes. I don't feel like going through and buying all the pearls, too. At the least, that's going to be nearly a nice, cool... I don't know, 5k? Sounds about right. So, I am level 20, which is honestly probably a little overkill for the next section, but then again... the next section is kind of notorious. Notorious, not noctorious. Regardless, it is rough. It is a terrible part of the game. I've always hated it. Because Rebelesque is your first true hurdle, as it were. We'll go ahead and wind Rune over to Gunts. And it's a hurdle in that, getting there is kind of a pain, but since we've leveled up as we have, it shouldn't be too hard. I say as I run into more things that are trying to kill me. It's more of the same though, so it's not, you know, that impressive. I'm still going to defend and power when fighting the brains. Not that it helps when against lightning. Power. Feel the power of my staff. Yeah. Most of the things we're going to be facing on for a little bit of a time might kind of be seen as pushovers. Shoot, did I double stock on my herbs? Fairly certain I did. I think I did. I was gonna try to thwap you in the face with my freaking staff, but you had to go and heal. I would love to lose some of the despair in my life. Anyways. So there are a couple of enemies that I had encountered. And there it is. That is the Mantle. Those familiar with it know that it is quick initially. And it can only get quicker by casting agility on itself. Yeah, you're an annoying prick, I know. I probably should have just healed with a, water rune first. Well. Damn it. Boy. I've kind of always hated this run to Rebelesque. It's about where the game finally goes. Alright. Okay. Freaking gloves are off, pal. Because it's such a long distance. Especially if you don't know exactly where it is you're trying to go. So I might just end up leveling up at least one more time before I get there. At least. And not to mention that Reblesk itself has several monsters around it that are a little bit tanky. But those guys are mostly tanky in that they have a shite load of defense. When it comes to defending against magic, I don't really recall. They should be fine. Should. Maybe. Possibly. I don't even remember anymore. You'll know which ones I'm talking about. Honestly, I should have teleported back to one of the other towns and double-checked for mirrors. Hey, look, it's Titans. These guys are a little bit tedious. If I recall, they only have attack. That's their attack. And that's about it. Oh, good. I wonder if I could MP capture these guys. I'll kill one of them first, and then I'll try to MP catcher. Keyword being try. So, I've also kind of noticed that, I think this is mostly a feature, because each of the characters kind of have their own additional bonuses, as it were. In, like, some are more resilient against certain things. I have been grinding for some time, and, like, in the 1 hour or so that I had been grinding, I hadn't been petrified once. But there have been plenty of situations where I could have been petrified. So I don't know if that's just been me with my sheer dumb luck, or if that's something that Valsu himself has, that he can't be petrified. But yeah, those guys are annoying. Oh yeah, I found a grand total of 2 recoveries during that whole grind for brains. Full recovery acts as a elixir spell in that it will completely recover your HP and MP. So, you know, used for those super emergency situations. Actually, let's take a look at the map real quick. We're still kind of a ways. No, this is probably the longest I've heard this song while in the game. You know, not including trying to do editing or whatnot. And Reblesk. So, to explain the plot of what's happening in Reblesk, because I'd rather do that than talk to a bunch of NPCs again. Reblesk had a king. The king was murdered by a person who happened to have one of the 7 runes of power. And unfortunately, he's also locked the front door. Well, they have locked the front door. Okay, I already got the C's. Do you got something better than the rapier? Yes, you do. Confusion staff. I'll go for it. This individual is one of the other 6 apprentices. And as I've said before, they will stop, unlike the other apprentices, this particular apprentice will stop leveling up as soon as you talk to and pass by the old man in Aegis. Magic water, a bottle of power. Let's buy some antidotes first. Because this place I'm gonna need them. See, it's not really the fight against the other apprentice I'm worried about. It's the tunnel leading to said apprentice that I'm worried about. because it is a giant pain in the ass. Just a little bit of a confusing area to wind through. And it has some of the more annoying / aggressive enemies in the game, which are Spideks. Yes, that's its name. S-P-I-D-E-K. Spidek. It is kind of stupid. And I hate them. I want them to die in a fire. But before we go throwing ourselves at a bunch of spiders, take that bottle of water. Alright, so there's also a lot of treasures in this place. Somewhere around 12, but there's 17 treasure chests. The remaining 5 of these treasures are tricks. Not just any tricks, red tricks. Here we go. I'm gonna try to get them. I'm probably gonna die a couple of times to the tricks, though. Just, yep. Trick number 1. I'm level 20, so this shouldn't be terrible. He says, hoping, praying. Oh! You know what? That works. I don't even care what it could have dropped. Again, the more powerful tricks do actually have some of the more precious gemstones that you can buy and that you can sell. But at the same time, when you're just kind of wanting to get through a certain dungeon, it's just kind of like, I don't care. Yep, there's another trick. That's 2. Another red trick. Is it gonna stick around this time? Woo. Yep. Let's test the waters. Okay. Alright. Level 20 is right around that range where these guys become easy peasy, I guess. I don't want to... I really need to double check, but I think that usually when I would come to this area, I'd be like level 15-ish. I think it also depends on the character. Can't take any more topazes because I have too many. Received an agility seed. That'll actually be rather nice. Magic siphon. Barely works, but I'll take it. Spideks. Let me test the waters. Okay. Ooh. Yep. About what I expected. So, Spideks are super annoying creatures in that they will poison you from time to time, but that's not the worst thing. They hit like a goddamn truck. And in addition to this, they also can lower your defense, making it so as they can hit you harder than a goddamn truck. So if you want to stick around here and use them to level up, first off, what the hell is wrong with you? Second off, just remember you're probably going to have to keep up your defense spell. Especially if you play as Valsu. The more I'm playing Valsu, the more that I'm realizing that he's not really a terrible character. It's just that playing as him is, I'd say, more tedious than playing as Ulven. Because Ulven has the ability to do direct action. You know, he's able to jump into the fray and start swinging. Whether or not he hits or misses is all up to his agility. When it comes to Valsu, actually I could say that about pretty much every other character besides like Esuna. But when it comes to Valsu, poor guy is kind of left to the whim of his defense and power spells. especially as you get later in the game, I think. It's one of the reasons why I'm more than happy that I had decided to use the hacked version, because heck, that noise. Alright. Up my defense. Basically, Valsu is all about his setup. He can... Ugh. Didn't realize you had HP steal. That's annoying. Like, if you find an enemy that can take a hit or two from your ice spell, you're going to have to rely on defense attack. Ah, damn it. Was another topaz. Could have sworn that those guys also had, like, rubies and shit. And also keep in mind, you do have to, you know, upkeep his magic shit. Ah, protection seed. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that was the third trick? Damn it. Ah, damn it. Yeah, that's my own damn fault. This is probably where I die. No? That's defense first. I think also having a higher defense means that you are less likely to be affected by any spells that reduce your stats. Don't quote me on that. I don't actually know. It's just that very few times I've actually seen Dudicus get affected by any of that. And any times he had been, it was when he was lower level. Kindly just die. Thank you. Use that water rune again. Yeah, see, it heals strangely from a range of like 55 to 65 or so. Good crit. Yeah, I just might end up leveling in here if I linger for too long. It's not... I guess that's not bad. It's just not exactly what I was expecting to do. Let me get this before you... Ah, another recovery. Excellent. I was trying to go down because I thought there was something, but I don't think there is. Okay, just blue demons. Blue demons I can one-shot. Oh no, he's upped his defense. Whatever shall I do? I do kind of wish that they at least gave Valsu the fire one spell as well. I don't know. Something about being able to at the least cast the most basic of the black magic in the game. Seems like it just makes sense. But I guess that's just me. Especially when it comes to a certain boss later on in this game who is a giant pain in the ass. A ruby. Nice. Another cool 1,000 gold pieces. Another Spidek. Let it be known, I don't necessarily hate the Spideks, I just think that they're super annoying. But they are basically the bane of my existence every single time that I play this game. Legit, I honestly don't know any other monsters that I find as annoying. I would say the swords, but you don't necessarily need to fight the swords. Also, the swords are worth a good chunk of experience points, so. And they drop the best weapon in the game, the sword. It's like the only weapon that Wilma can wield. Ah, damn it. I was trying to hit the menu for some reason. Didn't input quick enough. Hello, folks. Oh. You know what? I'm down if you guys want to run away. Let's go ahead and water room. Save myself a little bit of MP. Seriously, what the hell? I've never seen defense down or shield destroy, or whatever the hell it's actually called, works so little against a character. Ah, shit. I round the corner, I hit another foe. It had to be one of you. Actually, let me try to MP catcher on you. Hey, look at that. It actually worked. Okay. And I got to simply move away from his attack. Ah, damn it. That might have worked had he not, you know, dodged. Alright, just... Yes. 40 MP. Nice. Alright. Let's heal and kill this thing. Legit, I think that's one of the first times I've actually seen MP steal work. I just have the worst luck when it comes to it. There are certain enemies that are just straight up immune to MP steal. But I don't know, sometimes it's like every single enemy that I try to use it on doesn't work or dodges expertly. Okay. Oh goody, a man rot. I mean, the man rot shouldn't be... I don't want to jinx myself, but... Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot you also have ice. Well, I too have ice. Out comes the rain and smashes the spider to bits. Actually, I should use this opportunity. Can I... MP catcher on you? Yes. Oh, good chunk of it. And since this guy is the weaker of the two, it is better to leave him alive and then squash him like a bug. It's really his petrify that I worry about, especially while there's other stronger enemies that are living. I think this is the stairs. Yep. Fourth trick. Now, there is another section in this place somewhere that has a little ruby that you can find. But for the life of me, I can never find that goddamn pool. And honestly, it's only like 1,000 some odd bucks for that ruby, so meh is what I'll say to that. Bonk. Ooh, okay. I get it. Start taking tricks seriously. I got it. Oh. See, there we go. Don't even need to find that ruby that's sitting around. Alright. Yep, also a trick. Excellent. Excellent. Alright. Maybe this time I'll defend agility and then just spam ice. It takes up a lot more magic, but we're relatively close to the end of the dungeon, so it's a cool case of whatever. Of course that still hits. Think ice is pretty effective? I honestly don't recall. I am terrible at remembering this shit. There we go. Yeah. Keep in mind, too, that there is a rune, kind of later in the game. Ugh. That does increase our magic, so ice might actually be viable. he says, knowing that magic is pretty much not viable after a certain point in the game. Let's go ahead and use potions. There we go. No, why'd you do that? Controller? Excuse me? Have you betrayed me as well? So, of all of the characters, I still like Legis as the character I like to play as, but story-wise, I do kind of prefer Valsu. If only because Valsu is a little bit more... Well, I say a little bit more, but he's far more good aligned than the rest of the characters. No joke. Like, on the alignment scale, you would have Valsu, who is probably lawful good? Something like that. And then you would have Legis, who just wants power and be an evil dick. Oh man, that'd actually be kind of cool if Legis actually ends up as the apprentice who takes over this place. I don't know. I like cool little bits like that. Then again, I think one of the apprentice who has been the most evil this entire time I've been playing this game has been Camille? Has it been Camille? I really don't remember. Damn it. Yep. And... exit. Ha ha ha. Patrof Castle. Ugh. God. So, many a mistake is made. First mistake that can be made is going right out the door and going back to the inn to try to, you know, save your game before you continue through this area. Don't do that. If you do that, you will be forced to go through Patrof's Dungeon all over again. And, I can safely say, for the sake of your sanity, don't do that immediately. Instead, what you want is to loot the bejesus out of this place. Which... power seed. And a ruby. Making them pretty good money. There's also a bottle of agility and a potion too somewhere, but I honestly don't recall where they'd be. I think there's another set of stairs that goes down or something like that. We'll go up in a hot second. Nope, no additional stairs. Alright. The apprentice trader is... oh, Wilmy. You might hurt a lot now that I think about it. Valsu, I've been waiting for you. I knew you would come someday. Are you still looking for the runes? Forget about them and join me here. We'll have so much power together, and you can do whatever you want. Sure. Good. We will share the power and fortune. So yeah, that's the end of the game. Later, folks. Now, that's not the end of the game. I think young me once went ahead and realized which of the characters it was that was in that seat. It was like, yeah, you know what? Sure, it's fine. End of the game right there. One of the many times I had just gotten through Patrof Dungeon and just said, you know what? I'm done. Patrof's annoying, man. Just so many years, just so much pain. Okay, here they are. Bottle of agility and potion 2. I'm gonna make this a little bit longer of a video, if only just so as I can feel like I did something besides trudge my way through a dungeon. So to that end, we want to save. Where's the inn again? Right, over here. You'll have to forgive me for forgetting, seeing as I usually try to beeline through this place and then be rid of it as soon as possible. So, now that we've saved, supposedly you would also buy any equipment that you think you need, some more potions and whatnot. Head right back in, go right back up to your old apprentice friend and be like, hey, get the frick off the throne and give me the freaking rune. Only you're really angry because you just been through Patrof Dungeon, so the fricks are full-blown F-bombs. So theoretically, this guy should be equal to level 13, 14? I forget exactly when I had came in, so Wilmy should be a pushover. Did you change your mind? Yep. If your answer is no, I won't let you leave here alive. Hi, Wilmy. Relative pushover. Keep in mind, this is still 7th Saga. Oh. Well, alright then. I did say I had came through Aegis around what level? Okay, there it is. There's the game going, hey, stop being good. Because for whatever reason, no matter what character you're fighting against, they will have a bitchin' magic skill. I believe I said this back when I was facing off against Python. Don't think it was relevant. But any single time that you are facing a boss, anything that reduces defense, MP catcher, HP catchers, any status ailment inflicting stuff, all of that, not effective. So, suffer, I guess. Bonk. Oh, and Wilmy apparently has a heal, despite the fact that I don't think Wilmy actually has the ability to heal. I don't make the rules. I don't even think the people at Enix knew what the hell they were doing when it came to this fight. Because a lot of the characters do have heal, but I think it is Wilmy, Olven. No, Olven totally has heal. It's Wilmy, Lux, and Legis that don't have healing abilities. Okay, he stopped spamming heal, which is what we like to call good. You know what? Kill him with ice. I was gonna give them the dignity of a warrior's death by killing him with a stick, but I think that would have been worse. God damn my power! It has consistently been 1, like all goddamn game. And that is the Star Rune. The Star Rune will increase my defense like the Defense 1 spell does. Which is great. Means that is 5 more MP that I don't have to spend every single time that I come into a fight. Which, again, it's still tedious to do, but that's a little bit less, you know, MP management than I'm gonna have to do now that I've done it. So where do we go from here? We continue on to the east. Northeast, yeah. Sorry, every single time that I come up with a direction that I need to go, I need to actually say the compass rose north, east, southwest. Especially when it comes to these games. Because I'm a bit of an idiot like that. Do I need any more? Yeah, I spent some potion twos. But, the whole pilgrimage over to the east to Bone is going to have to wait until next episode. Because, good lord, the grind was a little bit tedious, I won't lie. But it's hard to explain how the grind in this game is not that bad. You're not forced... Up until a certain point, you actually are interacting with the game. Your, defense, power. I think that is one of the benefits of Valsu, is that you're always at attention when you're fighting, and you're not just railing on the attack button. But, I don't know. But that'll be it for this episode. When we return, I will be heading off to Bone and starting my quest to the more main part of the game, where a lot more plots happen, a lot more weird shit happens, and there's a dragon in there somewhere. So, thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.